Hello again, it's time for another toy review. I haven't done one of these in a while since I have been backlogged on these for some time, but I'm going to be starting these settings up again with something really I've been wanting to talk about for some time. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy Megazord. That's after a couple of years of hunting, I was able to finally pick one of these up on eBay. This box design is really good, given how it resembles the original Megazord's box quite a bit, in terms of design, which I never had the original Megazord as a kid, and given how the factoids here about the stats, heads of the Megazord, and just don't want to get too gushed up with this. That's what it looks like in robot mode, as well as in tank mode. So let's get started on this. As I said, it's based on the Daizio Gym mold from Kyoryu Tennis and Daizio Ranger, the original series it's based on. And so let's start with the Mastodon Zord, otherwise known as the Guardian Beast Mammoth, and then Zeo Ranger. We had a very good sculpt here. It's so accurate, and as you can tell there, I essentially used to all the pylons in there that go on the back of it, and it's just set those aside for now. Even though most of it's definitely fairly good decal work, that's again the paint job. That's the main contrast here is that the body is mostly sort of a standard black, but the head's more of a kind of graphite or charcoal here, and the tusks and trunk do not move, but it makes up for that, and one's actually in a being transformation. So okay, next up the Pteranodon Award, otherwise known as the Guardian Beast. He's Pteranodon from Zeo Ranger. As you can really tell, you can definitely tell what I put the decals on as opposed to what Bandai put theirs on. That's most of the die cast in this one's in the head, as opposed to Mastodon being most of the body. I mean, it's fairly decent. And I mean, the head kind of swivels a bit here like this, and the wings can flap. But that's pretty much it. And also, very reflective decal here, so it represents the cockpit of the Megazord when it's in formation. Okay, let's keep on going with this one. Okay, next up we have the Triceratops Sword, the Guardian Beast Triceratops from Zeo Ranger. That's horns here. Definitely has somewhat of a recurring problem where the one horn tends to move more independently than the other. Diecast primarily in the tail here, and Ranger View pointed this out. I think Piog did as well, but the top of my hand here, the treads don't move. But overall, it's a very good sculpt here. And once again, my decal job has been not as desirable as Bandai's, but the mouth is just open, but the head moves up and down like such. So let's keep on moving with it. And we're getting near the end with the Saber-Tooth Tiger Zord, and also known as the Guardian Beast Tiger in Zeo Ranger. That's leg articulation's fairly decent here, even though these gears do not roll here, nor do the wheels on the back legs. That head moves up and down like so, the tusks can move like so, the fangs as it were, and once again diecast in the tail, so there's one more dinosaur to go before we begin the transformation sequence. And last but not least, not by long shot, is the Airtran Sword, otherwise known as Zeo Ranger Guardian Beast Sword. The jaw articulation, the head one's quite good. That's given how the range of motion, really nice here, and also diecast in the legs. That's the tail. That's heel as well. All is definitely very nice. But okay, so this one definitely was some of the easier decals to put on, but still, had some trouble in some areas. That it's very good sculpt here, and definitely one of the big ones in line. I mean, that all of these ones definitely shown as where dinosaurs seen as slower, more dim-witted based, but now, thanks to Kyoryu or my proxy dino church, going to be seen as more agile and as clever as modern predatory birds. I mean, okay, so now that we've covered all the dinosaurs in singular, let's get to transforming them. You're probably going to be hearing some music, and here we go. Okay. Okay, so here is the Megazord tank mode. Oh, definitely gonna be seeing it hit Transform Megazord real soon, and here it goes. Megazord sequence has been initiated. Megazord activated. Okay, so here is the Megazord in actually form of robot mode. It's definitely a very good, accurate representation, show accurate of the original. It's appeared on the Zero Rangers one by Epoxy, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's the one with touch to put on, with the pylons and that plug back in. And definitely is a very good sculpt here. Here looking very impressive in its robot form. That's, I mean, it's mostly personal preference, but I personally like to have it with the tiger on the right and the Triceratops on the left. And okay, so we have the Mastodon head, of course, becomes a shield. Put that in, and it pops right in there. And the sword, however, is definitely only real flaw, I think, I've noted, but understandably, since they just chrome painted it, because how if they made this die cast, it'd be essentially like a dagger, but the real thing here is this. Gotta be careful with it because look, it just barely fits in there. But overall, this is definitely the big standout for me in the Legacy Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line. I mean, that definitely recommend picking this one up, especially since now they're going to be doing another Rumble Dino Charge, including a black and gold variant. So, anyway, that's all I have to say for now. In the comments box below on my Google Plus page, and may the power protect you.